your head, Caesar. Okay, so... not even sure which number assignment this is. It's 8 or 9. In any case, we have the choice between Valentia or Lutetia. Valencia is a wonderful city to build up because it's essentially just a sandbox for you. Loads of money, loads of trading, and everything you could ever need. And it is for that reason that we are going with Lutetia.
As part of my plan to consolidate the western provinces, I command that a new capital be built deep in the heart of wildest Gaul. Caesar Augustus once predicted that the Gauls would become model Roman citizens. It is time that the great Augustus's vision was realized. In the midst of this savage land, you are to build Lutetia into a major Roman city unsurpassed in culture, prosperity, and peace. I grant you a huge, rich province in which to accomplish this. The peace requirement might cause you some difficulty. Far from verging on Roman citizenship, many Gallic tribes remain mired in the most primitive barbarism. They will not peacefully watch Rome civilize their ancestral lands. You have a large city to raise to high standards, and a hostile land in which to do it.
The high standards he claims are a bit of a joke. Prosperity rating of 50 is something you can really very easily obtain with just a very few number of palaces and villas, or even just bringing everything to a relatively high standard. So if you will accept the really quite garbage quality that you're probably watching this in, because I don't have a capture card and grabbing a screen stream is pretty lame, but what can you do? Welcome to Paris, or Lutetia, Ile de Frogs, whatever you want to call it. This is our city. And yes, indeed, straight away I'm going to be opening up our trade routes, because we're going to need those, expensive though it may be, costing us more than 10% of our starting money right away. The reason I open up both of them right at the start is because I'm going to need to sell pottery, and I'm going to need to sell furniture if I want to keep my city alive. On top of that, I really want to sell some weapons and iron, but that is going to be difficult for reasons I will now go over. So here we are, Lutetia. This is a northern province. Have we even done one in this 2016 campaign yet? I can't really be sure. The point is, in a northern province, you need 0 prefectures. They are pretty much useless because you can't have any fires, really, no matter what. On top of that, your farms are going to produce half as much food, or rather your wheat farms are. Your wheat farms will be on par with vegetables and pigs for food production, so it doesn't really matter all that much which one you pick. It does in a very nitty-gritty sense, but we can get to that later. One of the real things that I always found challenging about northern maps is, you see these guys, these are wolves, and they will eat your immigrants. Now, I'm sure Mr. Farge wishes he had plenty of them, but, well, we're the ones that do here in Paris. So, what can you do about them? Right at the start of the level, you can use walls, or even cheaper aqueducts, and seal them in. Just draw a little square around them and they will be unable to move, and you can pick them off at your leisure or just leave them there forever. But we're not in the spirit of using cheats in this campaign. We're just going to play through as God intended. So I'm going to take a quick moment to think how I'm going to plan out my city here, because looking at it, people are going to arrive from here, or possibly from the other end. I never quite remember which is which. We should also take into account that this is the only area with rocks, and we're going to need those for our iron mines. Now, Caesar did warn us that there's going to be quite a bit of invasion here, so I would quite like to get some legionnaires on the go. I could probably make do with javelins, but no, I want my legions. And looking at it, the invasion point is probably going to be here and or here. And I'm just checking along the walls. There might be one here because this is another open area. They couldn't spawn here because it's full of woodlands. So with that in mind, I'm going to get that speed all the way down to minimum, grab my shovel, and start planning out my city, because planning is the most important stage of any city building. I hate getting rid of all the woodlands right on the get-go, but needs must, because I'm going to need this space most likely. I don't need to get rid of too many forests here. I certainly don't want to get rid of all of them, because I'm going to be using them for producing my furniture later on, because the raw materials we have are clay pits and timber yards, and I say as long as you have those two, you're well on the way to having a very good self-sufficient city. Some of the harder ones are the ones where you have to import your pottery. So I gotta be careful not to let the wolves out of here. So I'm going to not completely open all this up, because the last thing I want is them escaping from this little forest that they have managed to hide themselves into. And then I'm going to think about my city block. I want to have a city block here. I also would quite like some music, please, game. There we go. It sounds a bit better. Jake, speaking as a classist here, you should pick pig farms. Because of Roman culinary self-identification, porcine products were a big element. Also, pork is delicious. Okay, you have me convinced there, Cuttlefish Man. We will have pigs on the go. We will have pigs and wheat so that everybody can enjoy some bacon sandwiches in our initial settlement. I just have to think how to plan it out a bit. I'm going to get rid of a few more of these. The speed is on practically 0 at this, so I don't have to worry too much about it. But I do have to worry about how it's all going to fit together here. We have a huge amount of farmland here, but it's all very central. This is pretty much going to be 100% farms, and we're going to have our houses branch off away from it. But enough hesitating, let's just start throwing them down. Yes, enough hesitating, he says. Alright, let's just do it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm thinking about the numbers here. If I had 12 farms, now maybe if I went with 14 I would have plenty. It's hard to say. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll go with 16 and see what we can feed. Which means I'm going to have to get rid of more of these. So those are all wheat farms that I put down. Like I said, we're going for the bacon sandwiches route. And the rest are going to be pigs. Because why not? Who is going to stop us? Now this is the kind of thing that I would love to save and reload over so many times to get an ideal setup. But we don't have the home comforts of that. So I need about 8 pig farms as well. And what's nice is that I can also somewhat wall in our wolves with it. And I don't have to worry about fires. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oops, let's not delete our new farms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I got room for a couple of more. I may well be building them, but it means I want 2 granaries for 2 different types of food. So 2 granaries we shall have. I really hope people can actually get access to employment this way. So this is pretty much a square. We shouldn't have any problems with that. I would also like a gatehouse coming out of it. That is really very important. Let's stick our gatehouse here. Here seems reasonable-ish. And then I need to think, what's the shape of this block going to be? Nah, seems fair if I start bringing it up this way. So I'll give 1, 2, and then a space of 2 in the middle, and then another 2 on the side. Yeah, that seems fair. I don't think we're going to have to worry all that much about desirability here. And like I said, I've not got this planned. It is very difficult, I find, to ad-lib city design, but I'm going to try, because you guys deserve it, right? And the one that's coming out here doing this willy-nilly. We'll see if these merge together. If not, I'll build more. I'm not all that sure how to judge whether or not a 2x2 is going to merge when I'm in northern terrain. So, like I said, we are ad-libbing it here. We definitely need an engineer's post on the go, but we do not need a prefecture, which is a lovely bit of liberation for us. So we'll bring it along by, I don't know, 20? Maybe a bit more? Maybe a bit less? Bring it up to 88. Yeah, 88 seems right. How's that? That's 88, that'll do. Bring it up. I kind of want to make it L-shaped because I like the L's. It's nothing to do with my love of L from Terranigma. Well, that might be playing a part, who's to say. And then another... give it 1, 1, 2... a space, and then another 1, 2. How does that sound? Well, that just threw me off. 1, 2, a space, maybe another space, and a 1, 2. I can't really say if this is going to be a marvel of civil engineering or not. It just is what it is. Might actually be a bit big. Actually, as I look at it, it does look a bit big. Oh well, it is what I've made it. So, I'm going to have to slap down a whole load of houses, or else we're not going to get anywhere. And there are certain very important places where I need these houses. And one thing that's very important is that I'm going to need a gatehouse right there. And I need it to not block this part off. So I'll slap a doctor here. A doctor is a great way just to block this off. And that means that I can draw labor for industry from around here. Jake, how long do you plan on streaming today? I'm making a PowerPoint presentation on the pros and cons of antiseptic gauze use in surgical setting, and I need background noise to keep me going from insane. I would estimate a good 4 hours on this, because when I get into city building with Caesar, I really get into city building with Caesar. So we're probably going to need lots and lots of houses here, because I want them to merge into 2x2s as much as I can. That said, no, that's too much, forget that. Yes, 2x2s is really very useful. And I want to see what merges and what does not merge. The trouble is that's tricky on the bank, but so much humming and hoeing. I wish I was a bit more decisive at this. Well, let's not worry too much. Let's just build and build. Because more people are better people. That said, if I don't get industry up and on the go instantly, and the same with military, I'm going to suffer badly. Look at all these wolves just waiting to murder me. Could well be worth my time setting up military over on this side, because it's not really doing anything. But then again, industry is a great place to set up the military as well, because it's just dead area anyway. But this looks like somewhere I'm going to get invaded from, so perhaps I could make a wall here? Yeah, because we can always get our trees from that side. And this is prime area for getting our pottery on the go. I can get my woodlands on the go here. And then I can get some walls here. Pretty big, but nothing wrong with big. There we go. Plenty of room to be getting some some industry on the go here. And like I said, I need industry on the go on the double. So I'll set up our engineer right there. Hopefully that'll mean, if I can see the engineer make a fool up here, I'll know I've made a good size. If he does not, I'll know I have made a particularly bad size. But that's okay. What I need to do is get industry up and on the go ASAP, and I can ship out 24 bits of pottery, and that means at least 3 clay pits right on the get-go. They're very undesirable to live next to, but I can alleviate it by building some large statues here, so I don't have to worry too much about it. That said, why antagonize my people by building it so close? Also need to get our pottery workshops up and on the go straight away. There is no point dilly-dallying here. 3 clay pits will service 6 pottery workshops. A 1 to 2. There's plenty of time, so I guess I can have my warehouse over here. And no, that's actually a bad place to have it. I want it to be closer here so that my market ladies can get access to it. I know they're undesirable to live near, but that's just too bad for everyone else. Effing wolves, man. Well, hopefully the wolves don't cause us too much distress. They will if they plonk themselves around here. Okay, so a lot of my immigrants, and by a lot of my immigrants I mean potentially all of my immigrants, are about to die to wolves right now. That's bad for me. That's extremely bad for me. We're going to hear the sounds of dying people for a long time now. Potentially very long time. That's kind of funny in a way, but it's also kind of tragic. Alright, at the moment, let's just have you accept pottery. We'll deal with furniture. Oh lord, if everybody dies... Okay, thankfully they're not quite killing everybody, but I need people working here on the double. So one will accept wheat, and one will accept meat, and we can have lovely bacon sandwiches for all, but really, jeez, they are murdering my population. I need a barracks and a fort up and on the go pretty quickly. So we'll build up our barracks, but I need workers, or else everything's just going to go Pete Tong. We've set down the initial stuff, so I'm just going to save. At least your people aren't zebras, Jake. Zebras wouldn't be too bad to deal with. Let's increase the wages, kill the taxes, because people are going to be unhappy with me for a while. And let's set our salary to... What have we got? Ah, we got plenty of money. There's no point even paying myself a salary right now. Jings, no one's going to be all that happy right now, because they're all busy dying. Normally my population would be through the roof, due to everybody moving in as quickly as they can, but that is not the case here. That is quite the opposite of the case here. Okay, finally the wolves have migrated a bit, so I can start getting my population up and on the go, as they deserve to be. I'm going to need my reservoir here. That said, I never planned my water very well. But... means I'm not going to be able to undo it with a large statue, but this will do for now. I want everybody to just have tents right now so I can see how they merge. And depending on how they merge, I can do lovely things. Let's get more people. There is always a need for more people here. Costs me nothing to bring them in. So please don't migrate back there, wolves. Jake, your salary is 30 wolves a week. Can you urge Paradox to add wolves as a modifier for Paris in EU4? I probably could, but I will not. Because that would be daft. Okay, just going to plonk these down to see if these trees will merge. Actually, they're not going to do anything because they're boxed in now. And people that are boxed in won't do jack, so let's forget about that. I just wasted 20 ducats on nothing. So this barracks isn't going to do us much until we get some money on the go. And I tell you what else won't be doing much. The gods will start killing me. So I need to get temples on the go. Probably 2 temples. I'm going to plonk down one there and one here. And see if either of them can cover everybody. Otherwise, though, we get Mercury, Mars, and Venus on the go. And I'm going to build more of them, probably over here. Because it'll be a while before I can get my hands on some marble for oracles. But if I build these, they'll keep us happy up until... about 2,000 population. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're good. But the game is right. I need a lot more workers. Okay, sadly Mars was pretty unhappy with me, and he sent some people to come and kill me. But I think they're blocked by the trees. Must be a glitch in the game somehow. Still, I need some... Okay, so, I have managed to piss off all the gods here. They'll stop being angry very soon, I'm sure. Oh no, here come the barbarians. They'll just ruin my city for me. Okay, I spent too long dilly-dallying, and the gods really got on my back there, so I'm going to actually have to go back to the bad times. You should never, ever leave the gods to their own devices. They will hate you for it. So let's just set up temples for everyone. Well, now, wasn't that tragic? There we go. But I still need a lot more people. Please move away, wolves. You're costing me in every conceivable way. was really quite interested in what happened with the barbarians there, though. But as long as I keep all the... some people are rather displeased. Probably because these temples don't have any workers in them. Apparently nobody lives nearby, so maybe they are not getting access. I mean, you send out a worker. There we go, you get there. That should keep all of them at least slightly happy. Oh please, wolves migrate. You're killing my city before it even starts. Okay, by migrate I didn't mean migrate further down their path. This is why you should be walling in the wolves at the start, because if you don't, they kill everyone. I'm actually going to start up a fort straight away. Some javelineers will help us out. And I don't really care if I anger Caesar with that, because it is imperative that I kill these wolves. I have so few population. There we go. I've managed to kill some of them. But where are they right now? There are still wolves. But I'm a little blind, so I always find them hard to... There we go. There we go. That should deal with our wolves for now. There could well be more that come. Alright, so my city is really crap. We are indebted to Caesar, thanks to that. But at least we have some industry on the go. Oh god, now the wolves are attacking my actual legions. There we go. Sort you out. That was dangerous.
This city is so dull. Even a priest likes a good gladiator fight from time to time.
This guy's kind of speaking my language. Okay, what am I going to do? Well, I want my... Yes. I want these to merge together, so I'm going to delete quite a lot of the 1x1s. Doesn't matter too much to me right now, but 1x1s are not good for the economy. 2x2s are amazing for the economy, as it happens. I tried to encourage some of the 1x1s to merge together, but that's all I can do. I can try. I slapped down a little road next to these because a plot of land will disappear if it's far away from a road. And then, as you can see, these guys have merged, and I can delete their little 1x1s, because I hate 1x1s so much. But I still need more, because more is more. Some people say less is more, and I can't understand that. How can less be more? More is more. And yet I digress. Let's bring water for the people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then there's some. I hear the sound of wolves killing my people, so where are they? I'm not sure I want to know. Well, if you see wolves, let me know, because they need to die if they're around here. Because they can hide in all sorts of places.
I've been thrown out of my home!
Okay, did I ever kill those taxes? I did not. Let's get rid of those taxes and up the wages. And there we go. We almost have something worth knowing. Still, we need those timber yards. A 1, a 2, not 3, because we only sell 15 furniture a year, if I recall. Or we can only sell 15. There's no point in overproducing right now, at least. So we'll get our furniture places on the go. And a warehouse for it. I don't mind keeping it quite far away from the manufactories, because it takes it twice as long to make some furniture as it does to cut down some lumber. Which is a-okay. Alright, things were dangerous, but it's starting to go not too bad. We've got plenty of food saved up, so I'm feeling pretty happy about that. And I don't think we're short on workers, are we? No, we even have unemployment, which is good. That's right, more unemployment is good unemployment. Again, I want to see if some of these places will merge together. But I still hear the sounds of wolves killing my people. Oh, they're probably just killing these merchants, no? No, there are wolves somewhere. And I don't know where. Aha. Just want to make sure there's none here. Good. Now these soldiers of mine are not particularly good, but they'll have to do for now. And I need to start selling that pottery. We'll keep 4 on the back burner, same with the furniture. And then we're looking alright-ish. Again, it disgusts me that some of these won't merge together, but I'll do what I can to make it so. And any 1x1s, I'll just have to go the way of the dodo. But this is looking pretty good. I can't count how many I have here because I'm terrible at counting. But I think we have something worth having right now. Okay, again, they are trying to eat my people. Oh, that's not so good. The wolves are actually eating my legions. Imagine you're Caesar and you're getting that that kind of report. Our entire army was wiped out. By what? The Goths? The Gauls? No, sir. Wild wolves in Paris. Probably not a good day for the Empire. Speaking of not a good day, my finances are running really dry. Still, though, we have something quite good. Got lots of merged together areas here. I just want a little bit more in the way of buildings here, because if I do a quick count, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh wow, I'm actually over. I have more than I was really planning for. But that is also okay. If anything, I could do with more. But I guess... Actually, no. I got more than I need here. I've actually got 1 more than I need. That's fine. We can eliminate it if need be. Let's give everybody the water they deserve. That should service all of these people. One, 2, 3, 4. That'll do you guys. And that will do all of you. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, yeah. Excellent. So with 5 fountains, I managed to cover all of these people, which is pretty good. Some of these guys will not get bigger because they have crappy places next to them. Actually, I didn't take these guys into account now, did I? I can if I delete this fountain and then put it down about, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, that'll do. Ugh, but that won't get these guys. Whatever, that'll take care of you. What I now need are lots of markets, and when I say lots of markets, I mean quite a lot of markets, because I'm terrible at at having good numbers of them. So we still have our people plagued by wolves right here, and our army's morale is apparently terrified, so that's awful for us. Since they're all around here and murdering us, I think I might actually want to stick a prefecture around here so we can actually fight them. Because they're actually taking out our cart pushers, which are meant to be contributing to the economy. So let's stick down a few prefectures, and if we can watch them, risks of fire will follow our prefectures, and if we can catch them paused at one point. There was no need to. My prefectures ran a few laps around here and murdered some of the Oh god, these totally distraught guys are still getting nibbled to death by the... Ugh, that's awful. Okay, it's so awful I'm going to have to do something about it. I'm going to set up a gatehouse right here. And I'm going to build some walls here, and here, and here, and here. And then I'm going to build a tower there and there. And let's see, 1, 2, 1, 2. Ugh. 1, 2, 1, 2. That should help deal with the... Oh, they just keep killing my men. I really hope an army doesn't attack me. How are we looking? Okay, there is a distant battle, so within a few years I'm going to have A, a good economy, and B, an army enough to defeat these guys. So, enough about my incredible struggles at the very beginning of this. Let's get this on the go. How are we doing in terms of religion? Okay, this is a small enough loop that everybody gets serviced by this one guy. Let's hope the theatre can do much the same for you. Also, you are outside of fountain range. It's funny that, because I was 1 over on the amount of people I needed anyway. So that'll give everybody access to entertainment, that will give everybody access to education, and that'll bring us up to small casa level. At least once I'm at casa level I got stuff going well for us. Well, reasonably well. Okay, there we go. I actually got a ballista set up here which will kill the wolves. There we go. No more bloomin' wolves. And now I have to actually get these guys up and on the go. They are terrified, but with time they will regain their morale and their numbers. And that also means that I don't need these prefectures anymore. And these guys are all living in pretty much terrible circumstances. So we're going to build up some lovely looking... Yeah, that's good. Get some statues on the go, that'll increase everybody's, well, the real estate value. You don't need particularly nice looking areas to get, there we go, to get up to Casa level, but I'm aiming for better than Casa. At least later on down the line I will be. As these guys will plaza this area, because I may want to build on this later on. But that brings everybody up to Casa. These guys are struggling because they don't have access to the library. So the librarian is actually not going far enough for me. I'll have to reposition it. Or I could throw down a school here, but that just delays the problem a little. Well, we're going to need a school here at some point anyway. Okay, that tells me straight away I'm going to need more temples. Later on I will delete all these extra temples I'm building. I'm just trying to appease the gods for now. And this should keep me safe up to about 3,000 people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15... Man, am I just bad at counting? I'll accept that as a reason, but particularly bad. So one of these can service almost 2 of these, so if anything I'm going to be short on food. But that's okay, I can expand this later on, that's not too much of a concern for me right now. That said though, let's get it up to at least a reasonable level at the get-go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, guess I was wrong about the religious individual. He does not go far enough. So what I have done is I've actually made a loop that is too big for a lot of things. A little disappointing, but we can live with it. I didn't even notice that small tent there. 1, 2, 3. No, he's too far away from my... A little bit of a waste to have to do this just for one tent, but I am such a nice guy that I am willing to. I will put that there just to water this fellow. Alright, so with this I can finally get a military academy. Start having some half-decent people defending my little province. And we're making half-decent money of it. Phew. Why not just accept the wolves' demands? Convert to Norse. This funny guy. I'm always going to be short on markets, so I have no problem in building more. Of course, the food situation is a little harsh here. Part of the troubling thing is that at this point they really prefer wheat. They don't care about multiple types all that much, so there's probably going to be a bit of devolution. And to add insult to injury, there is a bit of enemies closing in as well, and I don't really have the money to be dealing with that. Oh well, let's just hope everybody is buying up our goods. There we go. I did tell them to sell furniture, right? Yeah, export's over 4. They can only carry so much, but this'll do. To a degree. It was a pretty poor mistake to actually have pigs and wheat. Diversifying your food at the early stages is not very good for you. And I've got 18 times 160. There's not going to be enough food for all these guys. That is the troubling thought. Which means I could scale back the number of people I have. That would solve some of it. Bit of a poor way to deal with it, though. I can think it better. I am better than that. Let's be the better city builder here. So I want 11 and 11, and what I have is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I want 2 more wheat farms, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 4 pig farms. 1, 2, get out of my way, 3, oh heavens no. 4. And a 1. And a 2. So sometimes things don't go well with your initial plan, you've just got to work around them. Hopefully this doesn't break everything, because I need all these people to get employment, so either they need to rub against these guys or these guys when they send out their walkers.
Could you spare a little bread?
Those
I haven't
guys.
eaten for so long.
So hopefully that'll solve our money woes. Not our money woes, but our food woes. We need a better army. At least they're military trained now. And the enemies are at the door, right? No, they're closing. They're not quite at the door. Those wolves are going to bother me, so I'm going to try to kill them. This could be dangerous. Phew. So I'm going to check risks and problems to see if anywhere is not getting enough employment. These guys, for example, because he sends out a walker. And he doesn't rub close enough to... Okay, that's tragic. I'm going to save again because I've made quite a lot of changes here and I want it to not all fall apart. Enemies at the door right now, so I want another fort on the go. Some mounted folks will do. Hopefully we'll be able to get them all built up enough. I'm thinking of just changing to wheat for now. And by thinking I mean I am about to. As much as I love the pork, if we don't get wheat on the go, we're going to have some real troubles with food production. Because it's not... the diversity of it is hurting us, actually. Much as I hate to admit it. And I think in Sweden you're not allowed to say that. The diversity is hurting. Nonsense. Diversity is strengthening us. There we go. Let's hope that deals with it partially. So we can also deal with it a little better if we just kill that, and there we have a much better loop. When I want to diversify my food, I'll leave it for later then. That was a poor beginning choice by me, but I just really wanted everybody to enjoy some bacon sandwiches at the start of the game. Everybody has access to pottery, but there's not really much point in that because I haven't given them bathhouse access. They could also easily get access to furniture, but again, I'm not particularly keen on giving that to them. I will nonetheless give them an amphitheater right about... tricky choices because there's no tremendous place to put it, and that is not a tremendous place to put it. Poor choice, Jake. Stick it there instead. And we'll give them the actor colony. Always struck me as a strange choice of word, a colony for actors, but hey, I was young. And foolish. I can get everybody up to medium insulae at this point, it wouldn't be hard, and that's a good enough reason to do it, because then I can start taxing them, and boy do I love to tax people. Now, unemployment is really high, so it's going to give them like +3. So I think it's high time we set those wages really high, and then we can start taxing them at about 8%. Shouldn't make anybody hate me too much, except maybe these tented people. These poor people in tents, they never get any food. But now that we've supposedly sorted out our food production issues, and okay, it seems like nobody is having trouble getting access to employment here, which is wonderful, at least for now. So this shows me that they're not getting enough entertainment. I'm going to plaza the whole damn thing. Yeah, Caesar wants his vegetables. Caesar's going to cause me some troubles if he does this for me. Okay, what can I do about that? The thing is, I always want more money, and I'm also really going to be looking for some vegetables to stockpile. So what can we do? We can set up a little mining community here. It'll be cute, trust me. So, assuming I leave that for those veggie lovers. Vegetables, huh? You really want that? I hope all he ever wants is vegetables. That means I can set up a little vegetable farm right here. 2 of them should do. Maybe I can have 3. No one's going to detest me for wanting 3, right? And what I'm going to do is have just a little community here. Tiny, tiny community. Really, if anything, it's going to be 2 houses. And what I want is a granary that only accepts vegetables, but it's actually not going to accept anything at the start. And that means I can stick a warehouse and fill it full of vegetables. That'll satisfy Caesar as and when he needs it, but there is a bigger and better part to this. Trust me. Okay, that should work for that. I only want 2 houses here, but I also want to set up a little mining community. So what am I going to do? I'm going to set up a gatehouse right here. And this gatehouse is going to be a strange one because it's going to lead all the way over here. And this is going to be... No, that was a stupid way to do it. It's going to lead all the way over here to this little mining community. It's going to be really cute. You'll love it. Maybe. There we go. Again, it'll be a gatehouse coming in, and again, I only want a couple of people here. Because I always want my people to be, at the very least, castle level. And this is going to serve a couple of purposes. First off, I need to get weapons on the go. Secondly, Caesar wants his veggies. We can solve both of these problems. No harm, no fuss. Jake, just tell him bacon beats veggies any day. I do love vegetables, though. That would be a hard one to sell. Okay, so the bathhouse that we set up here isn't actually getting far enough. I have made a block that is too big. I wonder if there's a better place to put my bathhouse that it will cover everybody. The water does reach this far. This is troubling. I think I could wipe out all of these and stick them over here instead, and I wouldn't have any real issues with it. Just to kind of condense where all my people are. Why did none of the market ladies hit up this little one? I'm feeling sorry for it now. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to kill it and stick the bathhouse on top of it. And nobody is going to be too offended. These guys are a little offended because the real estate is dying, so let's perk that up a bit. What an inefficient loop, and the reason it's so bad is because I've made it too big. It's so big that none of the walkers can do a full loop around it, but it's already too established to worry about that now. So entertainment, you have access to theatre, but when it comes to amphitheatre, well, they do get there, so... Alright, they have nothing to worry about. These guys will soon get access to their bathhouse. I'll just delete that one ahead of time. And they'll probably be a bit happier if I stick a large statue right there. That should get everybody up and on the go. Food production should be alright, and I want to get my veggies on the go as well. So these guys better merge. There we go, I got the 2 mergers that I wanted. I'll give them access to the water that they're going to need. Not going to give them a marketplace just yet. If they want to get angry, then, well, too bad. I'll throw down a prefecture just in case anyone gets mad. And same over here. But you guys exist for pretty much one reason, and that is to make me loads of iron. Probably should have put down the iron places before I made the roads, but it's such a small loop. Okay. These are all about to fall down because I disconnected my engineer post without thinking about it. That was a rookie mistake. Let's look at this. Risk of damage. They're all about to fall down. That's really quite funny in a way. Okay, well, they're going to have to go anyway. Well, maybe not. Let's see if this guy can... Nah, they're all about to go kapow. Okay, where's our enemies coming in? They're coming in from there. There's probably quite a few of them. I should have made... Well, no, they're as big as they can be. So everything's falling apart, which is kind of funny in a way. Risk of damage around here is really high. Let's get a save on the go before things go completely Pete Tong.
These structures were in poor condition. I came along just in time.
Yeah, I think he should be able to save the rest of them. Let's save our wheat. The granary as well. That's the worst one to fall because I lose all the food in it. There we go. Doing pretty sloppy here, I will be the first to admit. Okay, these guys are not helped out by a doctor, and doctor is no biggie to build another one of though. So we have quite the army to deal with here. Thankfully, we've got a reasonable sized one right here, and I'm going to want more javelins before we know it. So they can construct more javelin units whilst we wait. They're probably going to come from this end, so I'm going to get everyone into position. At least they're academy trained, so I should be able to repel these guys. Even though my snakes, as they're called, are going to die. So we're getting our veggies on the go. Everybody here is relatively happy. We'll get our veggies for Caesar. Oh, that's right, this. Even though we're at war, the most important thing about a city builder is building your city. So don't neglect that, no matter how tempted you may be. Let me get some rough numbers in the iron mines. So I'm going to be shipping out 3 iron mines worth of raw iron, and a further 2 iron mines worth of weapons. So if I get another 1 for extra, that means 6 iron mines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If anything, I've built 1 too many. Oh, but I've also sealed 1 off. Raw material, iron mine, pop. This is one ugly place to live and work, but such is life. Sometimes you have to do things you don't want to do. Then it becomes a challenge when you also tell yourself never do anything you don't want to do. Music during an invasion is great. You are right if that's what you're thinking, and you're probably thinking it. Still, they're on their way, and there are a meaty amount of them. I just really hope all my armies can arrive in time to defeat them. Again, the market ladies are just not doing their thing. It's probably because I don't have enough food. My food production is weak. I can get a count on how many I have quickly right here. We have 18 and 3 are idle, so yes, there is a problem. Well, those problems will get fixed in due time, don't you worry. What I have to worry about is defending my city as they're on their way to come and mince me. I need those javelineers in position on the double, because we're getting a little too close to each other here. Too close for comfort, javelineers. This gonna be good. And good, just in case everything goes horribly, I'm going to have a backup army of a very few javelineers. Okay, with this, I don't think we need such a lax and spread number. Bring him down. Okay, that's unfortunate. Some of them got through, and they're going to hurt our javelineers. Javelineers are pretty terrible at close combat, so they are they're ripping and tearing their way through us in ways that I don't want them to. Okay, my people are fleeing, which is definitely a bad sign. Definitely an awful sign. Well, this is pretty bad. It's pretty damn bad. Let's see what I can't do about this. Early damages to my little city here have proved fairly disastrous. So let's build up a wall, make Caesar pay for it. And the joke is he's about to.
My governors think money grows on trees.
And then pretty much celebrate our loss as the army comes marching on in. And jings, there are a lot of them. They sent us scattered. But all is not lost. Well, at least not yet. Okay, what are these guys doing? Can you attack them from there? Yes, they can. Come and get some, you ugly. I need to keep my distance here. And bait them in front of my new ballistae. Oh, they want some. They really want some. Okay, well at least there is one good thing here. Caesar wants our veggies. But they're trying to hack their way down now. And my armies are utterly distraught. This isn't going to be good for the peace rating. This is going to be the opposite of good for the peace rating.
Could you spare a little bread? I haven't eaten for so long.
Man, I haven't done so bad at the start of a mission in quite some time. Okay, so they decided to ravage my industry. They do have AI for where they're going to target. And it looks like they preferred going for granaries and warehouses. Which is good on them, because it does quite a bit of damage to me. But my armies are too shaken to take them on right now. Okay, so they're marching their way through my city, probably trying to make their way to the other granary now. I know you guys have poor morale, but you're gonna have to go and face the music. There we go. I think we've driven them off now. Right, they're off home. They're scared. But then again, we got trashed. Still, we survived. Jake, you're dying like your blurple. No, that is still hundreds of years to come. So they took down one of my fountains, and a couple of marketplaces, and a doctor. Nice try, barbarian scum. But you'll have to do better than that to take me down. Where were the half-decent buildings? Was it there and there? Potentially. So we're back up on our feet. Just barely, but we are there. We lost a reservoir and a warehouse stocked to the brim with iron. Phew. That was kind of embarrassing, but you gotta be ready for things like that when you build your cities ad-libbing. Yeah, some of these guys are gonna suffer if I don't rebuild their 2x2s. Whew. Genuinely glad that didn't go quite so pear-shaped. Oh, dearie me, where are they now? Are they back here again? Okay. Remember when I had an army? I hope this isn't too close to the enemy to build my walls. It is not. Save me from myself. Okay, they destroyed my army to such a horrible degree that I don't think I'm going to be able to take this one on very well. But I will do my best. If I can't, it's probably game over for me here. Also, it's a good thing we already sent Caesar his vegetables. That awesome part of the drumming is the sound of more enemies pouring on in.
Could you spare a little bread? I haven't eaten for so long.
Food is not the first concern here, my friends. Oh, jings, that's a lot of enemies. Let's hope we can somehow outsmart them. Because there's a lot more of them than there are of us. The slight saving grace I have here is that I have ballistae that are attacking them right now. Oh, this is gonna go bad. Okay, my legions have run out of morale. It's up to my walls to save me now, as they slaughter what's left of my legions. Never rains, but it sure as hell pours. Okay, I don't think this was the 2x2 then. Maybe this one was. Alright, so we dealt enough damage to them to send them packing, but I need an army up and on the go, or else I am toast. I've been doing a pretty good toast impression lately. Let's start shipping out that iron if I have more than 8 of them. I also want to have a warehouse here that grabs some of the weapons that I will be producing. Not currently producing, but I will be. The gods are currently pleased. They should hopefully remain that way. The thing is, this is going to be my main production of things I want to sell and use for my city. So here we go. You are set to get that iron. Not the iron, the refined iron into weapons. And this here. Okay, they don't have any of the things they need. They're tents, and tents will probably be pretty angry. But they'll see the funny side. Let's give them water for now. Set up another warehouse right here. For only weapons. And we'll start producing them. How many, you might ask? Well, good question. So we have 1, 2, 3 for selling, 2 more for selling. I don't know, 4 should. 6. That'll do. 6 will do. Phew. Jake, you should invest in a few legionnaires. That's what the point of this is. The thing is, it's not going to do me any good if I don't actually recruit any new units for my forts. So my forts are all completely wiped out. Could do the multiple barracks trick, but that's too little too late right now, I think. So risks, problems. Seems you are actually lacking employment sometimes, which isn't good. It's probably just due to positioning, and that I can switch up later on. Alright, distant battle. But it doesn't look like we have enemies at the door right now, so that should give us a little bit of time at least to flesh out our forts here. But I need to get that iron sold and some weapons sold. I want a granary over here that goes and gets some vegetables. Because what I will end up doing here is producing more vegetables than these guys actually need. Can temporarily produce just a little bit more veggies, and then I'll have just a little bit so that these guys aren't living in tents, because I hate it when people live in tents. Get some education, get some bog standard religion crammed down their throats. I'm sure Venus wants to be better represented. And a little theatre, because all you need is a basic theatre. You don't even need an actor colony for it. Not just you, but I'll set up Mercury as well. Actually, I'll get the rest of the gods on the go. What was it? Mars, Ceres, and Neptune. You actually don't have to impress Neptune whatsoever. He can't do anything to you on this map, which is quite funny. Still, I'm a nice guy. So that should be everything they need to get them up to Casa level. I thought these guys would merge together by now. Maybe I went to the wrong bit here. Okay, it goes from bad to worse here. A distant Roman city is threatened and needs my help, so I need to send off some of my own legions to go and protect it. The trouble is, I don't have legions to send off. If I don't send them, Caesar gets really mad. But if I do and I win... well, that's a different story. Caesar gets super impressed with me. Jake, would you possibly consider memorizing the periodic table song / the countries of the world song for any sort of punishment? It would be super easy with your memory. You being United States, Canada, Mexico, Panama, Haiti, Jamaica, Peru, Republic Dominica, Cuba, Caribbean, Greenland, El Salvador too. Well, maybe. Okay, so times have been pretty grim for our country. Times have been pretty incredibly grim for us. But we are not quite out yet. So when does Caesar need that army? I don't have long. I have got the opposite of long right now. What did I even set this down for? Ah, that's right. I'm going to start wanting to take in some olives and oil. Ah, but that's not all. I want some... Not there, but basically anywhere. You there. I want marble. I want to start importing marble. I need to free up quite a bit of space here. Marbles and olives. So this is going to cost me quite a bit of money in the short term. But you shouldn't just think short term. Also, what's with my marketplaces just outright not doing good? There we go. Got the merger at long last. It's very important to me to have my buildings merged together. Honestly, I've built a lot of cities in my life, and this one sucks more than most. But sometimes it just can't be helped. There we go. Got some casas on the go. Got our people eating. Got weapons coming in. And maybe I can finally build up that Legionnaires' fort that I've been wanting for so long. Because really, why even have those guys? So how long until he needs that army? 18 months, and they attack Tarraco. I'm not sure if 2 full army trained... Hold on, it says how big the fort... A small force? Okay, excellent. I want this completely fleshed out very quickly. Ah, but he probably prioritizes building these, right? Oh, shoot. Okay. 8 and 16 might be enough. How big is a small force, though? Shoot, I don't know. Okay, I'm going to put these two guys on Empire service. I might even throw my legionnaires in as well. There aren't many of them, but a little bit of them should help. 4 of them. That'll do. It's risky, because I've just sent away my entire army on foreign endeavors. So let's get some extra javelineers on the go. And some extra legionnaires. Because what is financial responsibility? Gonna need some oil on the go. Let's build those workshops. Jake, does this game throw barbarians at you while Caesar has commandeered your army? That would be horrible / hilarious. I believe it does. That's why I was very swift to build up a couple more of my forts. Because I'm a little scared of that. Alright, things are finally looking not terrible for me. I'm impressed I pulled through. Yeah, we should be a-okay with this. We're making loads of weapons, we're making loads of iron, we export the iron, we should also export the... Oh, we do export the weapons. No, we don't. Keep 8 of them for ourselves. We import marble, but it stops at 10, and we import olives, but not that many of them. Oh, damn. Our gladiators, angry about risking their lives for mere amusement of others, have rebelled against their fate, used prefects to control them. I don't have many prefects. I don't know where they are. I really don't know where they are. They're going to break a lot of things I have. So let's just delete our gladiatorial place straight away. And get our army in the center here. Okay, what are they breaking? Where are they breaking things? I can't even see them. Oh, they broke this, right? My forum was there, so here are the gladiators. So fortunately I have these not forts, but the ballistae still here, which should be able to kill a bunch of them. Okay, that was easy. Possibly because I did not have many gladiator schools, I only had the one. So what did they tear down? They took down the forum, the amphitheater, and the theater. That's easy enough to rebuild. Amphitheater. Theater and forum. Man, it never rains, but it sure pours in this scenario. I also want to make sure this forum has been collecting taxes from everyone. And yes, they have, which is excellent. Wouldn't have it any other way. So we're not suffering all that badly here. And now that I actually have some marble, I wish to build oracles. A couple of those should do, and allow me to strip down... quite a lot of these guys, actually. Mercury, Neptune, Ceres, Venus, Mars, all gone. And I want those workshops for oil up and on the go. Sure, you guys don't find it very nice living next to them, so I'll give you a large statue to compensate. And there we go. We'll have oil for these guys at long last, and I'll be able to transform them into large insulae. I would rather have them as grand insulae, but that's going to take a bit of shuffling when it comes to my food. How many of these do I even have right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so just shy of 40, which means I'm going to need 10 and 10. How many wheat farms do I have? 20, but one is idle because they have problems. And you still find it ugly living here. Shame for you, really? So if I want to diversify their diet, I've got quite a lot of work ahead of me here. But I really do want to diversify their diet. It's just so hard to get these guys some access to... Okay, we have enemies at the door, and we have got the smallest of armies to deal with it. That's horrible. I hope, if we have a look at the Empire... Okay, they're going to Tarraco. There's the enemy, and there are our troops. Hopefully, ours are enough to defeat them. I sent some very understaffed legions, but it might just be enough. That's what I'm hoping and praying. Cheers, Yagamoth. I see you're throwing me a host there. Welcome everyone from Yagamoth's channel. What a great guy he is. I don't want to just feed these guys grain, but... So this one keeps having issues. Also, where are those wolves? Because I don't like the sound of them. I will slaughter them later on. Getting back to the risk of problems. So there are a couple of these farms of mine that keep having employment troubles, which is disheartening for me. With a touch of luck, this will solve some of that. It's very hard. Yes! The minuscule relief force I sent has defeated the barbarians, and Caesar is very happy with me. Let's see just how happy. 71, he's very pleased with what I'm doing, which is excellent. As for my armies, I don't think... Well, extremely shaken, extremely scared. They didn't come off too well from that, but they're still alive, so they have little to complain about. They'll make their way back home on the double. Hopefully. And I've never done so poorly in a level like this. I should be fine. I feel like I'm not producing quite as many vegetables as I would like, but it's just taking a while to fill up these granaries. Later on, Caesar will probably ask me for more. If he asked me for vegetables once, he's going to ask me for them again, because that's the kind of guy he is. Still think we need more wheat. And I'm going to keep an eye on this for any more problems with employment and speed it up, and I see no problems. A small and very slight problem, but that's acceptable. I want that granary full up before I start doing more. But yes, I will evolve these guys because they all have oil, and the only thing stopping them from getting bigger and better is my barber. And maybe the lack of oracle. Big fan of oracles. It's always good to have more. Some say less is more, but how can that even be true? So this is the game pulling the ultimate dick move. It's going, yeah, I know all your armies are away defeating Caesar's other enemies in Tarraco, but here, have an invasion. And it never shows me where the invasion is properly, but it's probably... yeah, there it is. I don't have many units. Actually, if anything, this is the best army I've had in a long time. Oh, Lord. I thought that was going to go better than it went. Okay, thankfully I did enough damage to them to actually send them packing. Because the enemy armies have morale of their own, and ballistae are pretty powerful at ravaging that. In addition to that, I actually have a guy or two on the walls there that fling, not harpoons, javelins or something of the like at them. So there we go, murdered our armies, but again drove them away. Kind of like how the game is backing me into a corner here. And I knew it. Caesar wants his veggies. I only have 11 of them, but soon I'll have enough. So, education. Some have schools, some do not. Some have library, some do not. We'll make sure everyone has school access. As for the library, I have a feeling just a better position on my current library would do wonders for me. So I've sent it too far away from everybody. It's just not getting to these guys. Alright, so everybody is super happy. My soldiers are back in town. And I have enough to send off to Caesar. Just everything is going smoothly. What an unusual situation, but it is what it is. Set up another library. Might help deal with our culture anyway, since we're going to need them later on. And people still feeling that they don't have enough barber access.
There's enough unemployment here to make your hair stand on end.
If you say so. Actually, no, that's not even the best place. I think throwing the barber here will cover everybody and allow me to get rid of the other one. Large insulae are nice. I prefer grand insulae, but you can't have everything. What a hell of a rocky start, but at least it goes away to show that you can survive. Jake, why don't you just build a small casa in your veggie farm next to your wheat farm, blah de blah de blah, because I want to have at least large insulae on this block. Ideally, I would like to have everybody up to large insulae or better. Grand insulae would be even better, but it is what it is. I hate having little outposts of tents. That is the worst for me. And I will not abide by it. Throwing down oracles just to give enough real estate value to these places so that they actually evolve more. So this is good. That should be plenty of food to feed everyone here. I certainly hope it is. It kind of makes me feel unsteady that the granary is never very full. Hell, I'm going to build another wheat farm just in case. So everything is fine here. It's actually a little disappointing having so much real estate taken up by this tiny little place. But it's just to make sure that it feeds these folks and these folks to keep my iron mines in production. Not too big a deal, but what I'm going to start thinking about is expansion. Get the feeling this wall isn't going to be particularly useful. If anybody does invade from this side, we will have the army to tear them down. Since we only have one more army on its way, we will destroy them, because we're finally getting our units back up and on the go, and our triumphant soldiers have returned. Yeah, I think it's high time we started thinking about another place to expand to. We can go this, well, we got a choice of directions to go, but I'm feeling this one. Well, I'm going to save because we've been through some harsh times, but we're still alive. Now we got 3,500 population. If we spring up another 3,000 or 4,000, well, probably be closer to 3,000 over here. Take us to 6,000, then we have enough here to spring off both a community here and a community here. If anything, it's going to be a bit of a swastika pattern coming out of our central farmlands. But that is fine. It is a beautiful symbol in its own right. But how am I even going to do this? I would like to be able to produce some furniture and pottery locally here as well, because we make plenty as it is here, and yet at the same time not plenty enough. Okay, so Ceres, Neptune, Mercury, Venus, and there's a Mars one somewhere. Where? There you are, Mars. All destroyed. As long as I tear them down equally, the gods aren't going to be particularly unhappy with me. I mean, they're always going to be unhappy to a degree, but that's godliness for you. Just throw down a couple of oracles. One oracle will satisfy the gods for 500 people. I just wanted to make sure I have loads of pottery flowing in. Quite funny, these houses decided to devolve because it wasn't a nice enough place to live anymore. But these guys are simple-minded. If I just plaza the area and throw up a couple of statues, including some medium statues, they'll go right back to being a large insulae again. And all is well. Except for this one, it's got poor access to employees, but that's something I can live with. So now I got to really start thinking how I want to do this one. Save again, because I don't want to muck everything up. So, what's been my main problem? I need one proper loop, that's what I need. I can't have my roads touch these existing farms. That would be particularly bad. So that's why these farms go where they're going. This is pretty inefficient for the for what I'm building here. But as long as I have a too wide bit of farming in the center. Oh, this is pretty ugly. Oh well, it can't be helped, it is what it is. What have I got so far? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 21, 22, why not? Bit overkill with the farms, but it gives us space to do more. And as we say around here, more is more. Kind of a bit sad without having a granary around here. Yeah, I could even make it the old figure of 8, which I love. But that's dangerous. That is pretty dangerous. But then again, the danger appeals in its own way. Alright, we'll do it. See, the thing is, I split this off by a gatehouse, which means school children and the priest and tax collector will not walk through the gatehouse. The only people that walk through a gatehouse are people with a destination. Cart pushers have a destination. They go from farm to granary. The people that make clay have a destination. They go to the pottery workshop or to the warehouse. But school children don't have a destination. They just run around. The barber doesn't have a destination. He just walks around. The actor does have a destination. He goes to the theatre. But after he arrives there, he doesn't have a destination. He just walks around. It's a little risky to do a figure of 8, because that means they walk through a granary and then anybody can go wherever they want. But that's just how we're doing it this time. I will probably complement it with a gatehouse. So how am I going to do this then? I'll just make it long. How long, I wonder? 88 seems great. Now let me give this a reasonable amount of thought, actually.
I've been thrown out of my home!
Where and why? Oh, I think that was just this guy from a while ago. How indeed am I going to set this up? Because I need people here and here. I need people here so that walkers will get access to labour one way or t'other. You know, if there's anything you don't know about this game, you should just holler. I like to think I know rather a lot about it. Like I said, I'm completely ad-libbing these designs. I don't have anything special in mind. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Seems reasonable enough. That should be big enough for anybody. And we'll just see what sticks. Throw down loads of houses. I want loads of people living here. And we got space for large... large statues in the middle, which really helps with everything. Get an engineer post on the go. Hopefully walks around the whole way. And I need doctors as well. They're important. You're only going to take in the wheat, and we'll just see what happens. This will be interesting. Jake, fire hazard. There is absolutely no fire hazard in this map. This is kind of saddening. Oh, that's kind of saddening. We have enemies at the door, and our legions are not very well prepared. I'm going to save here, just in case they come and slaughter me. I have a feeling they're going to come and slaughter me. Got no time for 1x1s around here, folks. Get deleted. So we have plenty of vegetables, just in case Caesar starts demanding more. He's apparently excited about us. I'm going to give him... Nah, I don't need to give him jack. And our finances are doing great. This is actually going really very well. Get an aqueduct on the go, right up close and personal. Because I think this should be able to service everybody. There we go. Wow, look at all that merger. That's beautiful. Not even going to care about those ones. Or those ones. Or those ones, really. I can rejig this later on. It doesn't matter all that much. But I think I want 39 large insulae right about here. Could probably even service more than that. In addition... That's not a good farming area, but I can throw down a warehouse right there. And I wonder if one will be enough. It has rather a long way to go to get... No, one will be plenty, and your job is to get oil. If I want other things, I can produce plenty of clay and furniture right here. I got ample access to water and wood. And I can be the master of my own destiny here. So I'm going to have this all fill up with the tents, because I can see what merges and what does not. For example, on this side we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. What a wonderful number. On this side we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 if we count this guy, and we do. And we can actually grab some extras in the middle here. So I got room for 5 more, that's cool. It's better than cool, it's not half bad. Someday I'll get tired of saying that, but that day is not coming anytime soon. Whew. Jake, in a perfect world you wouldn't want to incur the god's wrath, but if say one of them became unhappy with you, are there any particular one that has an easy fury compared to the others? Okay, cities will make your fields completely barren for a while, so if you don't grow any food, it's rare, but some maps you don't grow any, you can ignore her. Neptune can only do stuff at sea, so in a province like this, where I don't care about the waters at all, I don't trade or fish by water, then I can incur Neptune's wrath all I want. Mercury is horrible. He will actually rain down fiery balls from the sky, so always keep Mercury happy. Mars, you don't have to worry about him in peaceful maps, but there aren't many of those, because even the peaceful scenarios eventually bring about some armies to kill you. And Venus you always want to keep happy, because she sours the mood of your citizens and brings down pestilence, which is all horrible. So, our engineer seems to be going everywhere. Our... doctor is going everywhere. This is good. This is a pretty nice map we've made here, or a pretty nice housing block. And I should be able to water everybody. I mean, I have to consider you, don't I? So I'll throw that down there. That'll get all of you guys. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Plop. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Plop. And a bit more plop. That's unnecessary there. 1, 2, 3, 4. What I'm thinking about my fountains here is that they have a range of 4 in a map like this. 1, 2, 3. Well, that'll keep all of them happy. And that should keep all of you happy. Excellent. Everybody gets water. There's a ton of food here. So really, a couple of marketplaces will be enough to have these guys happy, but I'm not satisfied with 2 because I'm never any good with marketplaces. I wish I knew more about them, but I just don't. Get rid of that excess road because it'll screw up the logic there. And there is logic. I want to leave this little gap open for people that come and go. And there will be such people. But yes, marketplaces next to the granary, that's what you want. They're good when they're next to the granary. They don't have a long way to go to pick up supplies. But it's always nice in my book to have a couple that are fairly far away as well. So you'll do. I'm going to set up a gatehouse here because, like I said, I want to have more goods produced here. A single temple should do me, one that I can pluck away from here. For example, we have Mars and Venus right there, so Mars will do. Hope nobody gets jealous about Mars getting all the attention here, but fairly well. Mars Temple. They are also going to want an amphitheater is tempting, but not nearly as tempting as a Colosseum. So there'll be plenty of 1, 2, 3. I knew this would get in my way. That's a wolf. That's a wolf I want very dead, but I have enemies that are on the way. Damn. Damn, double damn. Oh well. 1, 2, 1, 2. Now, two lumber mills, rather, will be plenty here. So, timber and... I don't like deleting trees that they use. A timber yard, both of these for example, I could only build them next to the forest and they will perform admirably well if I just delete the forest. They're still going to work fine. But just for flavor reasons, I like to keep the forests there. They're going to need an engineer around here. And we're also going to need some clay pits. A 1, 2. And enough manufactories for both. A 1, a 2, a 3, a 4. Workshop for furniture as well. A 1, a 2, a 3, a 4. We're going to need a lion house. And a gladiator. And I'm a nice guy. Why do I keep saying that? It's not true. In any case, I need a school at either end because the schools have a very limited range. And one library should keep the whole place happy. And yeah, 1 theatre. Right about there should do. And a forum because nobody escapes the tax man. Getting a little stuffy for space here, but that should do. Jake, won't you have an issue in raising the property value of that little house by the farms? Hey, I was able to build a villa in the middle of like a farming area and various other horrible things. Oracles have a very good range when it comes to increasing the market value of places. And a large statue here would probably do very good as well. As a wise man once said though, why not both? Well, why not another extra oracle? I love oracles, they keep the gods happy. And really all they end up costing you much of is money. The plaza the whole area, because we're rolling in money. And they should really all grow up big and strong. Going to need two kinds of warehouses here. One for pottery and one for furniture. If they were importing them from somewhere, I wouldn't mind having one with both. But because they're both getting produced here, I would run the risk of one becoming, or rather it becoming full of one of the goods. I'm not keeping good track here. There we go. So this should go pretty good. I'm going to throw some large statues in the middle here because it'll raise the desirability all around. Could even throw down my own little house here. That would make people love the area. But nah, we might need that space for something a bit more useful. I love the way they all merge together, it's just so good. Hope you enjoyed the FMV for ants. There we go, we do indeed have our own functioning Colosseum now. This concerns me though, there's just not enough food being produced here for some reason. Even though there should be. It's not like there are inefficiencies with the cart pushers. I mean, what have we got? 1, 2, oh no. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3. Even with occasional problems, that should get more than 40 of these, and I have 39. I'll keep a close eye on that. Could just be that plenty marketplaces I've been building have just been... Okay, I'm really not liking how they lack food. It's a little concerning, but it doesn't seem that we have much in the way of devolution. Okay, that's neither here nor there. I want these guys to get pottery and furniture built up. This is worrying. Let's just hope we don't die. Again, the camera takes me down there, but... Oh, would you look at that big surprise? It's up here. Maybe, just maybe. It's taken a long time to get that, those weapons over there. That could be the limiting factor. Maybe we can kill them fast enough. Oh, I don't think we can. Not like this. Wow. That was fortunate. They took a bit of a hit, but they're all relatively okay. Oh well, I'll take it. See, all the gods are nice and happy, as I would want them to be. Whew. Maybe a bridge so the weapons get there faster, Jake. Kind of blocked off any good places that they could do that, but they should be able to go through here, then through here, and up over to there. Ugh, they'll produce my legionnaires one way or t'other. He's not that slow.
Unemployment is so high, my wife's even stopped nagging me to get a better job.
Some people are just so picky. Okay, I need that bathhouse. I'm not all that fussy about where it goes. There's lots of annoying open places here, but I can cram in more large insulae if I really want, that's the thing. Still though... Ah, well, down you go. That should get everybody... Yeah, Gov, I swear that's what my place looks like. kind of preferred. Okay, this is the trade center. That's where they're buying all their pottery from, which is good for me. So they're all going to evolve nicely. Yes, evolve nicely. Maybe not that one, but some plaza. Keeps people nice and happy. That might not be enough, so I'm going to throw down a large statue right there. Just to ensure that everybody always loves it. Rome has reduced the price of furniture, so I have less money to make by exporting it. That's not a problem for me, though. This is the why you devolve. Not enough entertainment, apparently. It's not like I have a lack of employees, so I do wonder. There's probably just been some change made that alters the path that my walkers are taking. So, entertainment, Colosseum. Okay, no, that looks good. Don't know what caused a bit of an issue there, but it did. Okay, once again, a distance, an average force is going to attack. Right, I need to have my units away again, which is terrifying for me. The stallions, eh? I reckon if I sent 3 of these, it would be enough. An average force, huh? I'd be sending away 30, 48. Yeah, I reckon 3 of my legions should be plenty for that. I think I'm only hurting myself by having not enough legionnaires here. Oh well, I can give it a bit of time first. I want my legionnaires to flesh out a bit. This guy's constantly on his way to go and get more weapons, but there's nothing too bad about that. Buzz Beezer is saying, "Hi Jake, I should be wishing you a good afternoon, right?" Yep. And I can build my triumphal arc, but I have a plan for that, so it won't be going down just yet, at least. Get those plazas up and on the go, because... let's face it, these guys are fussy. The Oracle has the answer. The Oracle has a good range. I think it's 5 or 6. So it'll increase the desirability of lands around him by quite a large degree. So once these guys have everything that they do, which they do, I can throw down that barber at long last, jam him in there, because he doesn't need much space, and he only needs 2 people, and pow, just like that. Pow, just like that indeed. Okay, this is really bad for me, because these guys are losing access to the Colosseum all too often. I hate to say it, but I might have to shift the Colosseum or get rid of it altogether. Colosseum, huh? How would you like to be up there instead? Probably not all that much. I'll be honest, you're getting in my way. Okay, I can change it up a bit. I can throw an amphitheater in, get rid of the lion colony, stick in an actor colony, and get rid of the Colosseum. Well, we'll keep the Colosseum just for now and see what happens. If nowhere devolves, then I can safely get rid of it. Hell, I'll get rid of it anyway. And some of these fusspots want some statues. But I'm a nice guy. I can do that for them. Also, I'm a rich guy. That's the real reason I can do it for them. So hopefully there's not going to be any more devolution here. If there is, we have a big problem on our hands, but I can fix it. I am the problem fixer. I dare not forget about this force right here. So I think what we'll do is we'll send away our... okay, we'll send away 3 of these. Take care of it. Leaves me uncomfortably bare here. I am actually going to get rid of this Legionnaire fort and replace it with just javelins. Once we have plenty of Legionnaires, I'll be happy to get rid of it and put down more, but... ah, I see. It takes a long time for this guy to actually throw his weapons over here, because he goes and ports a load of them, and then he brings it all over. So I only really get 4 at a time, and there's a big time in waiting on it. I see, though. I see and I understand. But this is all looking okay. I never did produce that much in the way of furniture, did I? Hold on, 1, 2, 3, 4. Wow, I really underproduced the furniture, didn't I? And again, I only have 2 here. God knows why I even export so much of it. Either that or I'm completely blind, but I think that is the case here. I could benefit from turning... well, just getting rid of you and throwing down another timber yard and building more workshops for it. Furniture, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Don't want to bring down the desirability around here too much, so I'll erect some statues and that'll keep them nice and happy. And when it comes to exports, I want to have a huge number of them in reserve. I mean, that's not too much of a bother for my country right now. Well, my province. Everything looking really quite good, actually. And we said we had room for 5 more, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So we got room for 5 more. That's easy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That one probably doesn't have water access. Nothing that can't be solved with a bit of a reservoir. Actually, I wonder if any of them... No, okay. No, it all looks pretty damn watered around here. These wolves on the prowl still concern me. So we're looking really good on the population front. We're looking at 6,000 and we still have plenty of farmland to play around with. Our population going up and up, and it'll be a long time before we start having any serious employment issues.
Dale, have you seen how high unemployment is here?
Unemployment is an un-issue, so I don't care. Maybe you have the legionary forts near the mining colony. I don't think the mining colony is the issue. We've never had anyone attack from here yet, and even if they do, the worst they can do is affect this before they would get to here, and I could easily wall this up in no time. No time at all. So, I'm having a thought here. Our city has, oh my lord, 1,200 unemployed. You know what that says? That says patrician block time. I really feel like I'm underproducing furniture though. Don't have space to build another one right here. I do have space to build them here, but then I would have to relocate these 2 guys, which I again could do. I got loads of space right here for them. Actor colony and gladiator thingamajigger. Welcome to your new homes. Hope the attractiveness doesn't fall here, but it shouldn't. Which means I can bring this out a little bit and get rid of these. And then kapow. Timber, timber. I just killed road access for my military academy. I'll bring it back. But with this I can produce a bit more furniture. I can build another 3 in addition to that. Doof, doof, doof. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, because I really don't make enough furniture around here. Like, these guys are probably going to be gagging for it soon. So I need to build up more. All is well. All is very well. So I need to start thinking about that partition block super seriously. I want them to import pottery and import furniture. They should get both from there. Which means I don't have to worry about them producing any of their own. So let's get a number, folks. I'll appeal to chat here. How many luxury... Can it be luxury? What do I have access to here? Okay, I can have luxury palaces. How many shall we have? Give me a number, I shall endeavour to make that many. Bear in mind, each are 200 population. And patricians don't work. Somebody making a good point that I should rebuild those temples that I tore down. Neptune, Mercury, and Mars. I can do that. But something better I can do is tear down one Mars. Oh, sorry, it was Venus. Tear down Mars and Ceres. Tear down Ceres, and where's Mars? There he is. Goodbye, Mars. Means I'll also have to tear down Neptune and stick old Neptune there. So hopefully these guys perk up a bit. There we go. And now, what about you? You want oil, but you will soon get your oil. So don't be such a picky individual. Society is a nice one to look at, because I can look at this and say everybody's living in large insulae except for my little outpost guys around here. The funny thing about this outpost is that I can get rid of these useless guys and they can draw their labour from here. And that's what I'm going to do because I hate having subpar housing. So what we're going to do is have it look like this. You're going to link yourself back around there, and we're going to kill these roads. Going to kill Mercury there again, and re-erect him, well, a bit closer, I guess. No harm done, right? And then I can get rid of these. Hell, I can get rid of most of the things here, because all of them are fairly unnecessary. Heck, the granary itself is unnecessary. Oh well, we'll keep it there. It's not doing anyone any harm. Don't need the prefect either. And the funny thing is I can probably draw labor from here over to these guys as well. And I think I want to do that. We'll see if I can manage. So gatehouse goes here. Pop that along. Alright, looks good. I'm not so sure that's going to work, but it might, and that's the important thing. I'd have to see if I can get away with deleting these guys, but... Can you walk that far? I don't think they can. But I want it to work. I really want it to work. But that does mean that I don't need any of these. Any of these, actually. Keep the market there, because it is full of goodies. That'll be interesting to see how this works. Alright, so I wasn't keeping count of the people asking for the palaces there. I also haven't been keeping track of my gods. Venus is going to be particularly angry because we got rid of her only temple there, but I can re-erect it anywhere I want really, but that'll do. There we go, Venus. 20, 10, 4, 10, 17, 17 and a half. Alright. Anything lower than 10 is a bit too low for a map as rich as this. And 10 will give me a bonus population of 2,000, so we'll see if we can manage 10. Which means I do need to plan this to a relatively good degree. Let's get that save on the go. Make sure that our armies are looking good. Of course they're looking good, they're our armies. 16, sure. 16's a good number, let's go with that. Which means planning will be involved here. Good old planning. They're going to need 3 types of food. Fortunately, I can grow 3 types of food. Oh boy, here we go. Let's grab the pen and paper. Ahem. And I'll need some people in chat to do maths for me here. We're going to have 16 luxury villas, which means 16 times 200 people, okay? That's 3,200. So that is... Okay, we need to divide that by 3 as well. Oh, man, I can't believe I used to do maths. So that's 1... 0 to 23 into that is a number. 166, 1066, so, Okay. We have a population of 3,200 and each farm will provide 160 people with food. So how many farms do we need? Basically... Oh, well, no time to think about that. You guys think about that and I'll do the fighting. Each farm provides food for 160 people. Ah, figures they would be here. Can I kill them fast enough, or are they just going to come in and slaughter me? Maybe. Okay, good. At least they're kind of lax with that. I'm getting some weird numbers coming in. But there seems to be a resounding 20. So 21? So I get 160 of them. Yeah, I still need 20 farms. That's good. That is great. And that's even better. My relief force was able to defeat the enemies. They took some extremely heavy casualties, but they won. And I can still build that triumphal arc. Okay. So I need 20 farms. I'm going to have 21 because more is more. Anyone that tells you that less is more, you should ask them, how can less be more? More is more. This is a good sign that this granary is filling up, and the marketplaces, they don't really have much food, but at least they have some. So everything is looking a-okay. Alright, like I said, this is going to be difficult on the planning, but we're going to do it anyway. We have lots of ripe area to... Oh, right. Those wolves have got to die. They are going to make life hell for my patricians. So, Chings, this isn't so easy to plan out. But I'll give it my all. I'm just wondering where the best place to do it is. I'm going to need 20 farms around here. Let's just start throwing them down and see what sticks. 1, 2, 3, 4... 5, 6, 7. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One, nope, wrong place. You gotta wait for the other one to go away before you can build another. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so here we go. There's our farming community that will entirely be feeding our patricians. Now, where do the patricians go? They can either go over here or over here. I'm preferring here. It's nice, wide, open, just generally good for them. So if we're going by that assumption, we're going to need 3 different kinds of granaries around here. I want it slowed down so I can actually think about this. Well, Jake, less free time usually means more money, less people means more food per person. Last but not least, less used means more kept. Yeah, but these are different things. Okay. Alright, yeah, I'm seeing it this way. Like I said, I ad-lib all these city plans when I do this on stream, and it isn't easy. It's the opposite of easy. Man, loads of luxury palaces. I'm gonna need tons of space for this. Okay, well let's just assume one of them is going to be here right off the bat. And get a gatehouse on the way there. And granaries. I'm going to need plenty of those, alright. Three types of granaries for three types of food. It makes almost a lot of sense. I just really hope that this is going to be feasible. So people are going to walk through here. This is kind of dangerous because if the walkers go the wrong way, then they're not going to be getting any access to labor. And I need them to walk into this area. Oh well. It is what it is. Meat, vegetables, wheat. So keeping it in mind that this is eventually going to be one of them, and I have to plan for a lot more than one. I mean a lot more than one. I mean, well, it's a good thing I've got a lot of money for planning this with. It's going to be... Man, isn't there anything nice and big I can use to plan this with? Large statues are not large enough. Colosseums are one bit too large. Okay, I know. Fountains are kind of good. Wells are even cheaper, so I can use them. So if we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. How many did I say I was going to build? 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7, 8. Yeah, sure, why not? And then they're gonna expect like a block of 3 in the middle, so that's 3. And then 1, 2, 3. There's gonna be more than 3 in the middle. Jake, 16 you said. Alright, so if I imagine 8 on each side or something akin to that. I want kind of a space of 2 along the side here. Just you wait, this is going to be beautiful when it eventually works. It's just going to be a bit of a waiting until it works. There is a fear of people walking into this granary and getting lost. So I'm going to need another one that is... Probably going to have some horrible tented people around here, but only for a short while, so don't you worry, my little tent people. But yes, the point is, I want another bunch of weld people here, because they'll give labour access to everyone that gets lost inside this granary. People that get lost in this granary are a little more ill done to, and there isn't too much I can do about that unless I really start thinking outside the box. And thinking is not my forte. But we'll come to that eventually. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Might do. Might. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. This is pretty big. This is kind of platinum big. But we'll see what we can do with this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Oh, God. Like I said, we'll see what we can do with this. Which means I need reservoirs nearby. Don't like having to put my reservoir so close to the center, but this might have to be done. At least it'll supply water to everyone. Even though the patricians are going to hate this. Patricians hate him, but he is the master city builder. Alright, I think we might have something to work with here. We'll get some initial buildings on the go. Kind of work. Who needs to go to college to learn to be a civil engineer? They can just watch Jake's hype city building right here for free. Yeah, I know, 16. We're going to get the 16. So here we go. I'm trying to plan this out so that the block is not too big, because I need walkers to be able to cover this whole thing in one cycle, or else it's all for Connaught. But I also need to have enough room for this... oh shoot, you guys have been standing out here for too long. Did you ever kill the wolves? Kill the wolves. So I need to make space, but keep things efficient enough to slam 16 patricians in here, which is a big ask. But we'll see what I can do. I'm just trying to get a few initial ones in here, just so that the walkers will have access to the... There we go, that should do. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, hopefully this merges. I'm taking a big risk on that. Good job. I think that's all the wolves eliminated. If I hear any more howling, I'll know there are still wolves to kill, but that's a problem for later. These guys didn't merge, unfortunately, but what you gonna do? Alright. We will survive this. Right. I'm going to let the food build up. In the meantime, I'm going to build a lot of necessities, which will include the doctor, the barber, the engineer post, which I think I have neglected on all sides. So let's fix that before everything breaks down to damage.
These structures were in poor condition. I came along just in time.
Cocky Scotsman. Okay, these ones did not merge. Can I make them merge? No, they do not merge. Well, can't win them all. Alright, we almost have something to work with. This is such an undesirable place to be, so I'm going to plaza it up straight away, whilst I try to figure out the rest of this. They're going to need hippodrome access. There's no ifs or buts about that. So I'm going to slam the hippodrome right... Ah, shoot. It's annoying. I don't want to put it here, but I have to put it there. Hopefully that doesn't ruin any patrician's day. It's going to make it a very undesirable place to live, that's for sure. The reason I have to put it here is because the hippodrome will only work if the guys actually get over to this part of it, not this part of it. So I'm going to have to stick it there, even though that impacts a lot of things negatively. Not to mention how it drives down the desirability of people nearby. Still, it is what it is. I'm going to flood this place with marketplaces. Otherwise, I still think I'm going to struggle to cram in 16 here. It's just too small. Jake, I blame you a bit and your employer the most. Why those Stellaris teases on Twitter? It's what we do in Paradox. We gotta tease. If we don't tease, well, we wouldn't be Paradox, would we?
Hail! Have you seen how high unemployment is here?
I have, and I am very satisfied. Okay, what else have we got then? I might actually be able to evolve these guys to the point where they don't disgust me. Okay, unfortunately, my plan here did not work out so well, because they did not get the labor access they need. They're just that bit too far away. But that's okay, because money is not a problem at the moment, so I don't mind if that's super inefficient. I do mind.
I've never been past so many unemployed citizens before.
I swear I've heard that voice of yours before. Okay, that's neither here nor there. We have finally filled up with food. I need some warehouses around here, which import the goods that I need. So one of you is going to import both pottery and furniture. The other is going to import wine. Actually, you should be the one that just takes wine. Which means I also need to produce my own kind of wine, which is easy enough to do, because all I need is a workshop for wine. And I can stick it wherever I want. For example, it's going there. Which also means I need to bring in some vines. Maybe you should take wine too. I don't think it's going to make any odds either way. Yeah, we'll have you take the wine too. And the one that accepts wine can be getting it. Which means I also have to tell our advisor to import wine and import vines. The reason I need both is because the super picky patricians, the ones that bring you from Grand Villa to Small Palace, they demand 2 types of wine, which means you have to produce your own and import some. So if I import vines and turn it into wine and import wine as well, we'll have 2 different kinds of wine. Either way you cut it, you're going to have to import something if you want the best of the best. Jake, can I look forward to any other stream later on today, or will I cry myself to sleep due to the lack of decent quality video gaming? There are plenty of very good streams out there, I just don't know much about them.
There's enough unemployment here to make your hair stand on end.
If you say so. Okay, we need marketplaces, plenty of them. Fortunately, we can get 3 right here in this nice snug little area I've made for myself. Also going to get some more fountains on the go, because I'm always a little afraid of the water not quite reaching. That means I need some buildings here. I'm going to throw down the forum nice and early, because there is absolutely no point in having patricians if you're not taxing them to hell and back. So there we go. Absolutely no point. Let's get rid of these little stragglers. And everything should be okay.
I've never been past so many unemployed citizens before.
Criven's lad. I'm gonna throw down a small statue here just so that you guys go the right way. Okay. I'm a little anxious about this, but I'm just gonna save and speed up. Okay, where the hell are those wolves? Dangerously close to my patricians, eh? Do I have any incoming battles? None at all. You are on killing duty. So they're also not going to get anywhere if I don't give them 3 kinds of religion. So, Ceres, Neptune, if these guys will get out of my way, and Mars. And we'll throw down one for Mercury and Venus elsewhere. It doesn't really matter all much where. Might as well stick them here because it's a free area. Nobody's using it, and it's well protected. So, good, we have the wine and the vines coming in, and we'll have them shifted over here. I also need you to get oil, but maybe you can do that. Yes, please get me some oil. Now from here he's going to go into here and then up here to get his oil. Yeah, it's right there. He doesn't have too far to go, so I don't think we have to worry about it. Yes, indeed. Actually, if all you did, if you went and got the oil, and you did not accept wine for some odd reason, I think we'd be even better off. We'll see if that works.
There's enough unemployment here to make your hair stand on end.
I don't like it here. Unemployment is too high.
They're lying, don't listen to them. Okay, so now they lack entertainment. Again, I try to build the big things on the corner here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. That leaves space for a large building there, one way or t'other. I'm also going to need a hospital again. Large things I like to put on the corner. And then again, this is a nice little bit of 3 right there, so I'll stick the hospital there. They're going to need schools on both sides. So there needs to be a school there, which will get half of them, and a school here, which should get the other half, I hope. They'll need an academy one way or t'other. In it goes. There's not enough entertainment around here. So let's throw down the theatre and the amphitheatre. And they'll be getting there. Oh, how's that fight going? Embarrassingly badly for you. Loads of them died to the hands of the wolves. It's like I'm really playing Stronghold here. So we need a whole bunch of entertainment things here. We need the gladiator school, the chariot maker, the actor colony, and the lion den. And that's all the entertainment we can stomach. I did not leave enough room for it all, but I will if I get rid of one of these little things. This one is crappy, and away it goes. For the lion house. There we go. I'll start worrying about how attractive places are much later on, because desirability is something that I can easily shuffle around for. In addition to this, they're going to need their baths, because Romans are smelly creatures. Check the water overlay to see where I can squeeze one in, and the answer is pretty much here. So we've given them all the health they need, all the religion they need, all the education they need, with the exception of the library. So let's stuff the library in there. Got another space for something small here. I'll figure it out later. I tax them, right? I've stuck my forum over there, I see it now. So we've given them just about everything they could need. I'm not so convinced that 3 marketplaces are going to be enough. I always believe in more is more when it comes to marketplaces, so stick another one down there and see how it works out. The thing is, the marketplaces are really close to the food, and there don't appear to be any problems with employment here, only a problem that I produce too much. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 21 farms. I only need 20. Oh, enjoy this. Yes, indeed, my fair city has joined the ranks of the best in all the Empire. Don't you forget it. Still, I need to figure out how to squeeze in so many patricians, but I'm working on it.
There's enough.
No, I know there's plenty of unemployment, but don't you worry about it. That's for me to worry about. Let's get rid of this garbage. Okay, they have pretty much everything they could need. It's bathhouse access that's killing them right now. Let's check it. Health, baths. Oh, she doesn't go all the way around? That's a problem. That is a problem. That's a bad place for the bathhouse if she doesn't go all the way around. Okay, a different question. Do you reach this? I want to see if she reaches these two, because if she does, all is saved. It's all these little things I gotta worry about. And you there. Okay, it's just undesirability, but again, I can deal with that in new and interesting ways. It's that bath access I worry about. Okay. Okay, oh, phew. I thought that was somewhere I really didn't want them, but no, this is easy enough to deal with. Dead before you can say Deus Vult. So it's that bathhouse lady that I'm trying to keep my eyes on. It's amazing how the tiniest little things are what you pay attention to in this. So bathhouse lady has a problem. She can't reach all the way around. But when she goes this way, she gets as far as... Yes! Excellent. It is super minuscule, but she reaches just far enough to let this one evolve. And it'll get nice and big and swallow up those pathetic casas. So we are okay in this regard. Why did we suddenly... Okay, I guess it's just those people I deleted that I can live with. So the local area is too ugly, but we can fix that with loads and loads and loads and loads of statues. Of course, they have a reach of 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it should reach to there, but I guess just not quite enough. Let's have them grow bigger and nicer. Come on, grow. Okay, so it's not quite desirable enough yet. I'll fix that. I'll fix that. The wells, honestly, aren't doing me any favour. Wells are undesirable to live next to. But again, I will get it fixed. So, we have a problem, a slight problem here with this. Our priests don't reach you. I think we can fix this, though. We can fix this if I just slap you there. And I give enough gardens to offset how ugly this is going to be. Doing my best here, but it's really hard to get these places to be attractive enough without the use of too many oracles. We're going places here at least. Let's get rid of these, start throwing down some really attractive things. I reckon if I had some oracles here, then we could really make something of it. They might burn down eventually, that's the funny thing, but like I said, we might be okay. Because I want this to be big. Real big. It's so undesirable to live here. Okay, I'll do what I can to fix this. There we go. Again, it's the desirability of the area that's dragging it down. I want to do what I can about that. Jake, one of your villas expanded the wrong way. Aye, it did. That's fine though, I can reshuffle these things without too much hassle. I want this to grow bigger, but wow, no barber access of all the issues to have. Let's throw you down there. And for you, the problem is no library. It's unfortunate. I don't want to have to build another library just because of that. But it seems I do.
There are ever so many people looking for work here.
I just need to get good. Okay. One nice thing is that... there we go. Palaces themselves are attractive things. So if you get a nice attractive palace next to you, you're just going to be more attractive to live next to, which is rather nice. Going gung-ho with the... There we go. Going gung-ho with the statues because I have the money to do so. And I just want to make sure nothing becomes too unattractive. This is kind of annoying the way you've squeezed yourself in there. And if you grow just a little bit more, you should be good. And what's even nicer is that I can throw down some oracles to help with that. And if you grow big enough, you will supply all these places with enough. Come on, grow just a bit more. So close and yet so far. The thing is, this land is going to be used by the other ones. How can I make this area just a teensy tiny bit more attractive? Throw down a little temple. Ceres will do. No, she won't. Venus will do. Get rid of Venus there. And throw down, I don't know, a school. A school seems like a nice thing to do. $16 might be a bit of a high score. If a pleb wants to sell his shack, he just goes to the row max numbers of buildings around him. Yeah, I live next to a farm, an aqueduct, some slums and a market, but I also have a 1x1 garden 2 blocks away. More or less. Alright, this is still pretty bad. I need this guy to be in a much more attractive looking place. These 2 oracles are not quite enough for that. I could get rid of this forum and reposition it and replace it with an oracle. But even that's not going to be enough to get it up to the highest levels of desirability. Still just medium. Needs to be bigger, better, more aggressive. This hospital is badly placed. It can't quite reach the end here. Another frustrating thing. But if I threw a hospital over here, I wonder if it would reach them. Don't think I'm quite going to hit 16, funnily enough. But damn it, I'm going to try and squeeze out anything I can here. If he was just a bit bigger, he would be able to reach these guys, which is kind of nice. These large statues will be able to penetrate through here because they have a range of, I believe, 5. Actually, is that enough? Oh, damn, it's just shy of being enough. But that doesn't change the fact that they need hospital access. Okay, well we can worry about those guys in a little bit. This one, it's the wheat farm that's killing them. Could get rid of my fortifications here. I know they look really nice. But there we go. Let's just get rid of them. Now I need to reach this guy from here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Ooh. That might just be able to reach him. What if I replaced this with an oracle? We're getting somewhere. Which means I should... Oh, we didn't quite get there then. What if we replaced it with 2 oracles? No, that's bordering on the insane. But if I got rid of all of this and just made it super large statue-y, ain't easy, you know. Okay, I think I'm onto something here. Let's get rid of these large statues and figure this out from here. Because I can throw down oracle and oracle. And then some large statues. Yeah, it might almost work. Getting super desperate here, but what can you do? Just want it to grow just a little bit more. But the problem is I can't get rid of any of my farms here because they are vital. And the wheat farm is apparently hurting. Oracles, save me. Okay, I kind of figured this would be a problem when I built them. Let's get rid of them and erect some medium statues in their stead. Alright, so I got something almost good enough, but not quite. I'll have to think how I can make this even better. In the meantime, though, we can have another big old palace right here. So Rome, irritating thing that it is, has increased the price of vines now. It's not going to really have much of an impact on our economy. It is what it is, really. This is starting to get really ugly, but this is what happens when you ad lib. I can't complain all that much about it. I brought this fate upon myself. For example, this guy doesn't have access to water, so I'm going to chuck a little fountain there. It'll reach him, he'll grow bigger, and then I can pull the fountain a little further away. And it'll only become a problem if he devolves. And I don't think he will devolve. There doesn't seem to be too much of a problem. This is a bit of a problem. I'm actually stuffed with wine. I need you to get oil as well, just in case things go grim. Hopefully they do not go grim. So there we go. They grow and grow and grow and grow. That's nice. That's very nice. Okay, hopefully he doesn't ungrow when I get rid of this, but it's probably going to hurt desirability a touch. Let's just get rid of you and throw one down here, see what happens. This bothers me. This one being a large palace bothers me greatly because it's so close to being good. Jake, do whatever you want. The ducats allow it. We have loads of denarii, so I'm not concerned about that. It's the lack of hospital access that hurts you. And heavens knows what's happened here. But nothing that can't be solved with large statues, right? Oh, that was ugly. I don't like this at all. That's not how it's meant to be. Let's get rid of you. And throw a little statue there so that you are limited in how big you can get. So there we go, that's looking good. Let's keep the chain going. I want to get as many of these bad boys as I can. I'm soon going to be extremely bothered by this, haven't I? Yes, yes I am. Oh well. It is, as I say, what it is. As ever, these fussy patricians getting on my case. I probably should have made the whole area twice as wide. So that I could have twice as many large statues in the middle. But I didn't. I'll figure it out. Improve the local area. The swine. I don't like sticking that hospital there. That's just the opposite of what I want to do right now. But if I don't put a hospital here, then this thing isn't going to grow. And even if it does grow, I don't know how big it's going to get. But pulling away the school is an equally bad idea. It's not like I can throw the school somewhere else. Actually, yes I could. Ah, no I couldn't. Wait. No, I really couldn't. I mean, I could stick it here, get rid of that school, replace it with a hospital, and then would be alright-ish. Provided we got that hospital coverage around there. Walkers are notorious for not going where you want them to. And they lack access to an academy as well. It's because they're on the corner here, far away from this stuff. I wonder if I could just reposition the academy and the one new academy that I build would cover everybody. Let's see, I've got 1, 2, 3... I wouldn't quite be able to get everything there anyway. Okay, I have an idea. I have a pretty okay idea. Market is going to go there, and this market is going to be replaced with, you guessed it, an oracle. And that frees up this for some other types of buildings. Again, lack of desirability. We'll sort out cramming in more shortly. So that lack of an academy that they rant on so much about. What can be done? There we go. Alright, so we finally got this one upgraded as much as we want. This one's become a problem because of the lack of academy, so where can I throw an academy that would get to them? The thing is, if the academy guy went here, he would affect them, which is beautiful news for me if he actually goes there. But I'm very low on space to stick such an individual. And by low on space, I mean I have no such space to stick an academy here that they would go up to there. Kind of limited myself on the space here. And these guys lack beauty, apparently. There we go, that dealt with some of it. Bit of gardens never hurt nobody. And you again, you need...
There's a lot of unemployment here.
That's not my concern right now. Just trying to breed as many patricians as I can. It's not an easy thing to do. Right, I wonder if I just evolved you a little bit and then I undid it. Would you be mad? Yes, he would be mad. He's gonna go small again. Don't go small on me, man. It's getting real undesirable for you, so I'm gonna have to get rid of these guys and allow you to grow again. But now I know that if I delete this, you're going to go small again. Never rains, but it pours. Okay, but what I do know is that I can get rid of this fountain here, because the water now reaches every... That's not true. That isn't true at all. It's necessary for you, isn't it? But I can give you water from another place, I'm certain of it. Like here, for example. There we go. Which means I can get rid of that without devolving anyone, right? Right. And I can stick a statue there. But no, one small statue isn't going to change that. Sad. I'm a little saddened with myself that I built you here, because I was going to try and experiment with getting rid of these. Like, does anyone devolve out of that? Okay, quite a bit. Quite a lot, actually. Curses. Okay, let's try and undo the horrors I just did there. Get the gardens back on the go. Gardens will forgive all. Not quite. Doesn't change the fact that I want another one here. Okay, we are definitely not getting 16 in at this rate, because I'm struggling on making this place look good to my patricians. None of them want to live in these. Could throw down a large statue here. Actually, could even get it right here, so I get it as close to the others as possible. But it still doesn't have the range that I need to upgrade these. What a bother, what a bother. I mean, I could throw down yet another oracle. Nobody ever had issue with too many oracles, but no. What I need is an academy right here. Is that gonna downgrade you? No. Good. Okay, another market over here. Kill one of these markets, although I don't like destroying markets that are so close to this. Okay, we're getting somewhere now. The accursed lack of desirability strikes again. Jake, can't you reposition a farm or two to make the space? Reposition... If I pushed everything down by about 3, I would free up a lot of space around here. That comes with its own assortment of risks. Also, I'm not even sure I could fit them all in. And again, I could just stick this out a little nudge. And then I'd be able to throw down a couple of large statues here. But then, for all I know, the walkers won't go the way I want them to, and they would start devolving, which is certainly what I don't want. I mean, a medium palace isn't that bad, but could be better, right? Yes, it could. And with that thought... Don't want to replace these markets, they're just in the prime position. But even if I did get this, it's medium, it would need 2 upgrades to go large. The hospital, granted, could be switched out and thrown over elsewhere, like here. Is that going to cause anyone to be really unhappy? Here you go, have a hospice. And then the hospital goes goodbye, and hello comes large statue. It's pretty good, huh? Pretty damn good. But just shy. Well, we got you looking good, which is wonderful, but... Apparently this guy just ran out of wine. I dread to think what the market ladies are doing such that they wouldn't keep our patricians stocked up with wine. But it could well be a sign that I need more. A slight issue here, but nothing I can't solve. What? Something strange just happened there. Don't really want to think what. I've made some poor positioning here. The academy was never meant to go on that side. Jake, maybe you can rework your ugly water supply. That is possible. Sticking the the reservoir right in the center was a poor choice. If I pulled it out and replaced it with a large statue, that would help a lot of people. The question is, would I have the range to get to these guys just by throwing in reservoirs closer to it all? And that I don't know the answer to. I just really don't know. I don't want to tear everything down to annihilate what I've built here, on the other hand. Alright, well, let's try this then. Is this going to kill anyone's water supply? Yeah, it's going to kill all the ones in the center because it doesn't have the range. Could I offset that by putting the water supply around here instead? I mean, who doesn't have water here? Well, all of you guys, which is a crying shame. Okay, no, that's just too big of a change. I decree it shall not be so. The sounds of sick people is pretty overwhelming here. Okay. I can actually stick my fountain here now. It'll reach these guys and allow me to tear this down. What I wonder is that going to devolve anyone? It does devolve both of you, but I might be able to undo that. Some nice gardens around here, and just generally a nicer building. Because these guys are not snug enough. Now we're talking. Don't know what these guys' problems are, but I shall deliver them from it. always such a challenge in itself, getting these just right. But we shall endeavour. Looking at it, I won't be able to get any more in here, so I may as well set up my own villa here. Who's gonna stop me, really? Well, why settle for villa when you can have something even better? I want my own palace here. Just to project how great I am. I'll need large statues flanking it to keep this other building good and happy. Fear I might have just done some severe damage to myself there, but... looking good. Looking damn good. Alright. One more for one more. So we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Wow. Dangerously close to what I said I'd make. I might be able to squeeze in another one at this rate. Redesign it, Jake. It won't work. If it don't work, fix it. The difficulties of ad-libbing, but let's see what we can do here. I want to see what comes of this one. I also should save just in case things go pear-shaped from here on. Looking good, but you can look better, and I know it. 15. But can another one be squeezed in? That is the question. But what is the answer? My question is, how good is this academy? For example, if I delete it, am I going to see a mass destruction? I'm going to make a save and see what happens when I get rid of it. So, Education Academy. This guy, he does not quite reach around the whole area, does he? Amazing. He doesn't do that. That's why I needed an academy over here. Hold on, I deleted the wrong academy. What I meant to do was delete this academy and see what happens. Because I already knew that other academy didn't make it. He does everyone. Well, lads, can we really make it to 16? Guarding this guy up, he's getting his own whole bunch of statues. I tell you what. This one he ain't getting, but he can have some gardens. Also, replace that forum you demolished, Jake. Am I really not making taxes off these guys? Shocking. Who am I even? There's a place that I can put them, but it's a struggle. I also wonder if these two libraries are really working in cahoots enough. I mean, you are from that library and you go as far as... Okay, no, I do need two libraries. Whichever way I cut it. Maybe. If I got rid of these and reshuffled, what could I make of it? Struggle never ends. Huh, there we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 and a half. This last one continues to get in my face. What could I even do? Also, you're right, I do need to tax these guys. I wonder. I really wonder. Will the Senate do enough of a job? No, the Senate is not good enough. As a palace. Okay, I know of a way that I can get my... I know of a way I can get my forum in. That's if they will let me do this, at least. But there seems to be something wrong with me building here, because I can't seem to delete my plazas for some odd reason. I just need to build my aqueduct on one side of this, but... I just need some magical aqueducts here. If the game has patience for me. I think I'm going about this the wrong way. I need to already be a road. And then build my aqueduct there, and there, and there, and there, and there, and kaboom. Then I can have my forum. And I will have my forum. No desirability problems, no water problems, just magical flowing Roman water. So I got my forum. I just have this one small issue here. He needs to be slightly more desirable. Just slightly. Just slightly. If I deleted these houses and I stuck an oracle here, that might be okay, but the thing is, if I delete these houses, it's going to cause problems for employment here. I mean, let's get rid of them. Put our oracle there. Well, it might not. It's possible that it won't, but it probably will. Let's have a look. Because if I have any amount of problems with employment here, then it's going to impact on the food production, and I will see devolution eventually. But if we have quite a while with no there we go. No employees found. Eventually it'll cause problems. And regardless of that. This isn't evolving from it. Where was it? Was it here? Was it here? I can't remember. So close, though. And there's the thing, you told me to build 16 of them. I'm doing all I can here. Good job, guys. Very good job. Are getting devolutions here, though. Which does fill me with concern, a little. Ah, part of the problem is these guys are consuming food as well. You're only 50 people though, which shouldn't make too much of a difference. I think the lack of markets is actually hurting here. Like I said, when it comes to when it comes to building patrician blocks, I need to go market crazy, and I have not built many markets here, so I do feel like I'm hurting on that regard. So close with this guy, so close. Jake, between the temple and the hippodrome, you could have a 2x2 house. No, I can't build any more houses around here. I really shouldn't. I mean, yeah, something could go here. I mean, the 2x2 house could go here instead of... Oh, well, what I did there was bad. What I'd managed to do is locked off the whole area from people coming in, so I actually need that little breathing gap. Little breathing space there makes all the difference. Yeah, devolutions are occurring due to poor marketplaces. Or is the real problem wolves? I just don't know. Let me try and see what's happening here. Do I have wolves nearby that are killing people? Good, this is after I changed out for some extra taxation. I get the feeling I have wolves somewhere that are killing people. I mean, we all heard them, right? Ah, well. Okay. What I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna get rid of that. I am sorry, I could not make it to the grand old number of 16. 15 is probably the limit here. Really though. Who is dying? Something is causing issues. Probably if I sat with it for a long time I would squeeze in 16, or if I'd planned better from the start. But none of those are what happened. Really though, all my food seems to be going kaput here. Bad times. Oh well, I should focus on finishing the mission at the moment. Prosperity is sky high. As long as I get the culture and the population up, we're good to go. It's a little concerning though, all that food and it's not coming in fast enough. Where are the wolves? Aha! There we go. I think part of the problem is these guys have a long way to go to get their everything actually. Since they can't take any kind of shortcut up through there, they have to go out and around a long, long way. There's no shortcut to come out through all this. If I restored that shortcut, devolutions would cease to be quite so bad. The trouble is, I don't want to. That's, I already went to such an extent. But I really need to open up an area somewhere. Anywhere. I kind of have an idea. What if I replaced you with a large temple to Mars? And that way I could stick my library here. Get rid of this library. Stick in the... Do we have water here? We do have water here. Stick the baths here. Exchange the school with the baths. And then we have a nice little area for my cart pusher to go through. Should cut some time off his commute without hurting anything here. And we'll keep it all gardened up because that's how we roll. Good job. Maybe I'm too enthusiastic with this game, but I find my fun with it, and that's all that matters. I ended up taking more casualties the way I did it there. Good shitting. Getting devolution problems. I'd like to fix the core of this. Really, I feel like I'm not getting enough food in here. Maybe I have more people than I can actually manage it for. Oh well. I can make more patricians later on, once things steady out here. As in, once all of these are fully full of food. But they'll still make me tons of food. Tons of money, rather. Let's finish this place off.
I've been thrown out of my home!
It's quite funny that patricians will become like that once you cast them out. Cast them into the shadows.
A good day to you. Can I interest you in some top quality goods?
Potentially no. Okay, that's it. Let's just finish this off. Something really lazy. Bunch of pigs, because people need their bacon. How many is this even going to feed? Probably quite a lot. Get a granary on the go. Get our music back up and on the go. Because I missed that. And then I'm putting almost no thought into this. 1, 2, space, 1, 2. Space. Space. Good enough. Kapow. Stick a reservoir right next to them. Just getting this filthy river water. We'll have our water just flew off the edge there because I know it's going to bother some people. And one, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, that should get them. As long as they merge into a. As long as they merge together, that'll be fine. And I'll make sure they merge. I'll make sure of it. The joke being I can't make sure that they merge. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Splat. 1, 2. Wow, you'd almost think I measured that. We haven't seen it yet. Let's just stick a triumphal arc right there. Jinx, that looks tragically bad. Good thing we have another one. Stick it right there. I imagine I'm actually hurting people with how badly designed this is. But that's funny to me. I'll get more pigs and blankets. Oops. city builder goes mad, builds slums after building incredible patrician block. I do wonder what's happening with the food there. Either a terrible miscalculation was made or there's something really funky about my food supply here, because I should be producing more than they need. I guess it's that I'm not producing much more than they need. Okay, I knew it. It merged together, which is wonderful. Kind of frightening that it has poor access to employees, though. Let's fix that as well. Yeah, I just love it when things merge together like that. And again, market. They'll need a library. They'll need a couple of schools. School. They'll even give them a theatre because I'm a nice guy. And these theatres and amphitheatres will need an actor colony, a gladiator school. What else are they going to need? Some religion. Don't want them to lose their religion. Mars is fine. We'll slap down one for Venus. I think that means I can delete a Venus that's over here. No. I can delete Mercury that's over here. Hell, we'll make it large, because that's how we roll around here. Won't be having people that don't get taxed. Let's throw down a forum. Tax income is looking pretty swell. Pretty swole. Just, your money goes insane when you start taxing people. In fact, I want to get my tax collector's input on this. Oh yeah, things break down when you don't build engineer posts, so I would recommend you build those if you don't want things to collapse. Haha, look at it go. Oh, that's actually really bad. A whole bunch of guys got stuck there. Let's fix this problem. What's going to happen is they're going to stay stuck until they have a new granary to go to, so I have to build a granary and build a road for them to get to it on. That's fine, they'll find it there. They will find it there, he says. Okay, that's horrible.
Unemployment is so high, my wife's even stopped nagging me to get a better job.
My civil engineering certificate is going to be withdrawn from me. And how did I even fit these guys in before? Something weird has happened here. I should probably just...
Unemployment is so high, my wife's even stopped nagging me to get a better job.
They are stuck well and truly. And I need them to not be stuck, because they're getting in my way here. I'll be honest, I'm not sure what's going on with these guys. Maybe I can save and load them away. No, they're still stuck there. Okay, that's interesting. Maybe they could go to a warehouse? Okay, that solved it. I think I put that in the wrong place. My enthusiasm about this map seems to have completely gone away, so I need to get it done ASAP. There we go. Lovely casas. They probably want some more stuff, but everybody's always wanting more stuff from me. So I suppose we could grab them a... Oh, they're not going to be getting anything unless I stick some more pork in their mouth. This is pretty bad if I fill it up here completely, because they're going to have nowhere to go. As in cart pushers that need to make their way through my congested city. somewhat need this opening. So I'll actually get rid of that actor colony and throw it over here. And yes, we'll get that warehouse. We'll get all the pottery and furniture and oil that they need. I think part of the problem for my whole city is that I don't produce enough oil, maybe? No, I got six things here. That should be plenty. I mean, I'll make more if I need more. Doesn't affect anything badly there. Your triumphs are many, Jake. You need as many arches to prove it. Yeah, this one in the center. I was hoping it would look the other way. But the wonderful thing about the arches is people actually walk underneath them, and it looks really cool. That's all there is to it, but that's all there needs to be to it. There we go. We'll get our pork on the go. Everyone will be nice and happy. We'll top up our population, and that leaves only... Oh, that leaves nothing. We only need population right now, and we're gonna get it. That said, I really hate 1x1s. Can we just annihilate them? It's for the good of the economy. They can have their filthy bathhouse. They have enough entertainment. They have enough education. They're going to need a barber as well. And they probably want another marketplace because they're fussy like that. All too easy. Yeah, sure. Let's roll with that.
Surely Caesar Augustus must have foreseen your coming when he predicted our absorption of the Gauls. Your success at Lutetia goes far toward crushing their rebellious spirit.
You flatter me, Caesar. Thank you very much, but it's time to move on to the next city because it's only about half